If Islam truly is a religion that preaches peace, then how come the world's most troubled spots, the West Bank, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Iraq, they're all plagued with Islamic terrorism?
Well, that depends on your definition of terrorism. Some might argue that the U.S. invasions of countries like Iraq and Afghanistan are also acts of terrorism.
No, those were acts of war to get rid of despotic regimes.
Or means of getting at a country's oil.
Conspiracy theories. Mr. Khan is right. I mean, if we're talking about terrorists, the world's biggest terrorists are the white superpowers. Come on now. No, really, stop and think about it. Do you know how many people died in the Twin Towers strike?
Around 3,000.
And do you have any idea how many people died in the bombing of Afghanistan? More than 15,000 people died. And that's just conservative figures. About 50,000 tons of explosives were dropped on innocent civilians. Men, women, children.
Yeah, but that was because of the Taliban.
Did you know that the Taliban was a creation of the CIA? To fight the Russians.
Whatever. They were still harboring terrorists.
Yeah, right. Terrorists that were never found. Just like the weapons of mass destruction that were never found in Iraq. Do you want to get into the death toll in Iraq? 500,000 civilians and counting. And what do Britain and America say when they don't find these weapons? It's simple. They just say sorry. And still refuse to relinquish control of these countries.
What are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is that just because you're American, wear a fancy suit, and call yourself the president, doesn't make you any less of a terrorist. I'm saying that if you don't stop meddling in other people's countries, you will face a backlash.
If Muslims like you feel that way, then why don't you get out of our country?
We will. As soon as you promise to leave ours.
American. And there only are Americans because white Europeans were so vicious and so tyrannical to each other that whoever could escape ran away. My people went to America because you were starving them in the potato famine. White on white oppression. That's your whole history before you became multicultural oppressors. That's what I mean. What you did elsewhere, you were already doing at home. What you did to other people, you were first doing to each other. You know, when the colonizers first went to Ghana, they were flabbergasted to discover that every house, every home, had a toilet that was cleaned every day. Meanwhile, you still had your people defecating in public in collective cesspits that never got cleaned. Yes, you never cleaned them. You just buried it and dug a new one. See how you do? That's a habit with you. Just bury it and then start somewhere else. That's basically the origin of America, if you think about it. You just moved away from the cesspit of Europe to start a new cesspit on the other side of the Atlantic.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 2. It reads, "And they covet fields, and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Therefore thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil." Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is your brother Kahan from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Campaign in Trinidad with another edification through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai. So first and foremost, Kal Halayam, La Alahayanawa Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakaha Kodash, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai. Double honors unto the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessing, salutation unto the brothers who preaching and teaching the truth throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and their freedoms to do so now more than ever. Shalom unto the speckled bird Israelites, and shalom also to the very few but faithful Akwat, which is the sisters. All right, so they spread their lies to you in order to justify their superiority. There's what it is. All right, this is what it is. They spread their lies to you Okay, in order to justify their superiority. This is what, that is why, wow, the scripture just come to my head when I go to Revelation 20, and I will start at, I will go straight to the point. Revelation 20 and 7, where it reads, all right, Revelation 20 and 7, and it reads, and when the 1,000 years are expired, all right, this 1,000 years was representing what? The dark ages, okay, when the dark races, mainly Israel, all right, was ruling, when Israel was ruling Europe, all right, and it was known as the dark ages. All right, so it says, and when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan, which is, this here is speaking about the physical counterpart of the spiritual being Satan, which is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, shall be loosed out of his prison, which is what? The Caucasus Mountains, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth. All right, so they spread their lies pursuant to their white superiority, white pride, white superiority, and what have you, so forth, with the iconoclasm throughout the four corners of the earth, and their blessing, which is the sword, all right, in which they have managed to gain the world by, okay, they have managed to subject the world by, which is their sword, their blessing, which is the sword, and what have you, so forth, and indoctrinated the world with their deceits, with their lies. All right? This is what it is here. In order to justify their false ideology of their superiority within their race. When in fact, this is what the scripture describes them as. But let me just put this here, finish this here. All right? And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. All right? Because they are going to be deceiving and deceiving and deceiving until it leads all the way up to what? To where we are right now, which the world is on the brink of all-out hot war, World War III. All right? But the point what I'm making is that these people have deceived the world with their false, their pseudo superiority. All right? When in fact, this is what the Lord, pursuant to Daniel, all right, you know something? I think I should go to the blue letter. Daniel, let's take a look at Daniel 4:17, Daniel chapter 4 and 17, where it reads, this matter is by the decree of the watchers, all right, who are the watchers, the angels, along with the prophets, okay, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. So let's take a look at that word basis. Let's see what the blue letter has to say.
Strong's H 8215, Shafal.
All right, it says low, lowliest of station. All right, let's see what this have more. To be or bring low, to hum now. This is they're not humble. All right. So it says to be low. All right. To be low, lowliest. Okay. So they are the basis of men. They are the lowest of the low. All right. To bring more explanation towards it. Let's take a look at Job. Job 30. And I will start at 1. Job 30 and 1 it reads, but now they that are younger than I, all right, which is who? Esau, Edom. Why? Job said that they are younger than I, all right. Yes, they are the firstborn, all right, but the blessing was not given to them, all right. The blessing, the promise was not given unto them, it was given unto us by our forefather. It was given unto us from our forefather Isaac unto our forefather Jacob. All right. So it says, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set. All right. To have set. Let's go to that word disdain. Spirit us hammer to go to that word disdain.
Strong's H 3988. My ass. My ass.
All right. My ass. All right. Or my ass. All right. So it says to reject, despise, refuse, to reject, refuse, to despise, to be rejected. All right. To flow, to run. Okay. So this is the situation here. Our forefather Job do not even want these people, all right, he refused to have these people, the basis of men, Esau, Edom, to even sit next to his dogs. All right? This is how base they are, because we all know what the Edomites is famous for with dogs, right? These so-called white people. We all know what they are famous with, what they are most famous with dogs and horses and donkeys and whatnot, so forth. All right? So it says, yea, whereunto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness, in former times desolate and waste. All right? Who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. This is how they were living. All right? This is how they were living in the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia. All right, this is the prophecy here that Job is pushing up. Job is prophesying pursuant to these people, how they are going to become. All right, because these people are the basis of men. All right. Verse 5, they were driven from among men. They cried after them as after a thief. All right. To dwell in the cliffs of the valley, in the caves of the earth. Yeah. Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia. The caveman, the original caveman. All right. Among the bushes they bred. All right. In the NLT it says they sound like animals howling among the bushes, huddled together beneath the nettle. Yeah, because that is how they used to communicate. All right. They used to grunt. Yeah, that is how these people used to communicate. Yeah, it reads verse 8, yea, they were children of fools. All right, they were children of fools, yea, children of base men, the basis of men. And this is who the Lord has set up. All right, pursuant to Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, then who is he? All right, this is what it is here. The basis of men. All right, they were viler than the earth. Yeah, they were viler than the earth. When I go to that word vile, or viler, let me see, is it correcting? Right? Yeah, Naka. it says to strike, to scourge, to smite. You know something? Bear with me. Bear with me. Yeah? Right? They were violent on the earth. It says here what? When they go to Google here, it says extremely unpleasant. Yeah? Foul, nasty, unpleasant, bad, disagreeable, horrid, horrible, abominable. Yeah? Abominable. And this is who these people are. Alright? This is who these people are. And all these words describes perfectly, all right, vulgar, ugly, yeah, dishonorable, shameful, base, yeah, base, loathsome, distasteful. All these words here perfectly well describes Esau Edom. All right, perfectly well describes the so-called white man, Esau Edom. Yeah, wicked, evil, dark, dirty, vicious, corrupt, debased, diabolic. Yeah, this is the so-called white man for you. All right? This is the so-called white man for you. Yeah? But yeah? They were children of fools, ye children of base men. They were violent on the earth, and now I am their song, ye I am their byword. They abhor me, they flee far from me, and spare not to spit in my face. These are the people that went about all over the earth, mass murdering, genocide. Still to this day, evidence is continually racking up. Look at what they're doing in Lebanon. Look at what they're doing in Palestine and what have you, so forth. Still to this day. All right? And deceive the masses, and they are the masses, you know, to believe that these people are the nobles of the earth. All right? These people used to live like savages. These people live like savages. All right, the only thing changed about them is their dress code. All right, they all dress up in suits and ties and what have you, so forth, and you know, clean shaven and whatnot, so forth. You know, try to put forward this look of this is what nobility represents, and you know, come to you with that false ideology of democracy and all these nonsense. All right? But in truth and fact, they are the most vile, murderous, vicious, evil, wicked people upon the face of the earth. They give you they put forth a false standard of how man should live upon the face of the earth. All right? They put forth a standard of how people should. They give you they tell you how to live. They tell you how to live, how people should live upon the face of the earth and whatnot, you know, and live by law and order and what have you. But when I check it out, they are the people that go through the four corners of the earth, murdering, thieving, you understand, stealing resources and what have you, so forth, having the people let's go to what? Let's go to Habakkuk. Habakkuk describes it perfectly. Perfectly. Alright? Habakkuk 2:4, it says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. Alright, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. But the just shall live by his faith. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine. All right? The democracy and all these nonsense. All right? Along with all the other abominations, the idol worship, the rainbow lifestyle, and all these things. All right? He is a proud man, neither keep it at home. Yeah? Neither keep it at home. All right? who enlarging it, his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. The scripture describes this man to a T. This man goes all over the world, all right? All over the world, bringing hell and mayhem upon the people, anarchy upon the people, thieving their natural resources, setting up puppet governments and whatnot, so forth, all right? Sending in the big corporations into these countries and thieving the land and whatnot, so forth, you know, having the people in heavy laden debt, all right, through the economical hitmen and whatnot, so forth, you know. This is this man here. Everywhere this man go is as death and hell. All right, and he cannot be satisfied. This man has the whole world. He has more than the eye could want, and still this man is never satisfied. And as the man said, I forget his name. All right, that is what they go. They shit up a country. All right, they shit up a country, and when they're done, they cover it up, they cover up the shit, all right, and move on to our next. That is what they continually do. All right, they go to Iraq, they shit it up, they do all sorts of wickedness, all right, literally shit it up. Then they leave. Yeah, then they leave. To execute the plans to go to what? Now the main agenda now is Iran. Iran and Lebanon and Palestine and whatnot, so forth, so forth. All right? This is what they do. They go to Libya, they shut it up. All right? Depose Gaddafi and what have you, so forth, and they leave Libya in a hot, shitty mess. Somalia, the same thing. Biafra land in the south of Nigeria, the same thing. All right. Polluting the rivers and whatnot with the oil and whatnot, so forth. Hey, this man is the flipping devil, boy. But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth, which is not his? Yeah? Which is not his. And the nations, the people, they are rising up to this man now. They are coming hip to this man and what he is doing. Because it's too blatant. All right? And the thing about it is, all these things, what they are doing is a great part in their vaunting their false ideology of their superiority. You know, and establishing, not only vaunting, but establishing their false ideology, their pseudo ideology of their superiority. But you see the scripture pursuant to Revelation chapter 13 and verse 3, I believe. I think it's verse 3 or verse 4 where it reads, you know, when his deadly wound was healed and whatnot, so forth, and you know, and the whole earth wondered after the beast and say, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with the beast? All right. Which is them cementing cementing their deception to the world of their pseudo superiority ideology. All right? So it says, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, which is what? Thick debt. All right? And even when they go to the thick clay, which goes into debt, heavy debt, all right? They bringing themselves into debt and bringing the nations into debt also too with the economical hitmen, all right? With the false the wicked practices of economics. All right, in the NLT verse 6 it says, but soon their captives will taunt them, they will mock them, saying, what sorrow awaits you thieves? Yeah, what sorrow awaits you thieves? Now you will get what you deserve. You have become rich by extortion. But how much longer can this go on? How much longer, Esau? How much longer? Shall they not rise, going back to the KJV, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them, Salakia, because thou hast spoiled many nations, everywhere these people go is death and hell. Many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. All right, the Lord is going to return a recompense upon your own head. Because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that covet an evil covetousness to his house. Yeah? An evil covetousness to his house. That he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Yeah? Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. Yeah, this is what they did. They put to death many people. Yeah? And now looking at the NLT here, saying verse 10, it says what? But by the murders you committed, you have shamed your name and forfeited your lives. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity. And how was America established? How was America founded? How was America built? And not just only America. Your modern day Europe, what you have now and what not so forth. It's through slavery. Slavery of the Israelites. Behold, is it not of the Lord of hosts that the people shall labor in the fire, and the people shall weary themselves for vanity? For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of Yahweh, as the waters cover the sea. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink. Yeah, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. And this is what they do. They come, they fucked up people's lives, and whatnot, so forth. You understand? And then now, come to say, hey, these people, they needs to be governed by us. Because look at how they live. Look what? Watch. They are savages, whatnot, so forth. You understand? Like for instance, Jake. They come in the ghettos, they give out the drugs, they give out the guns and whatnot, so forth. Alright, Jake fighting over friggin' turf, Jake fighting over whatnot. You know? And then they put Jake and then they want to put Jake in a bad light and a bad shade and say, look, these people, look at how they live, look at how they, you understand? There's what it is here with Esau, the so-called white man. It says, thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. And this is what we see taking place now, because what? The earth, you know, the people, the masses, is actually exposing this man for who he truly is. That's why when I go to Isaiah, Isaiah 32, Isaiah 32 and 5, where it reads, the vile person shall no more be called liberal. All right, and we went into the word vile. All right, he shall no more be called liberal. Let's go into that word liberal.
Strong's H 5081. Nadiv.
All right, so it says what? Liberal, it means what? It says inclined, willing, noble, generous, incited, inclined, willing, noble, princely, in rank, noble, in mind and character. All right, this man is going to be found out that he is not that what he professed himself to be. That is why when I go to the Apocrypha, I'll come back to that scripture. That is why when I go to the Apocrypha in Sirach 14, and I believe it's 5, Sirach 14 and 5, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he do good? All right? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. There is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is the recompense of his wickedness. Verse 70 point. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly. Right? If he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly. And at the last, he will declare his wickedness, because he will only do good to deceive you. He will only do a piece of good just to deceive you, because why? He has a true agenda at the end of it all, a evil agenda. So that's why when I go back, all right, when I go back to the Isaiah 32 and 5, the vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the child said to be bountiful. For the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity to practice hypocrisy. This is what these people are. This is what these so-called white people are. These Edomites are. They are fucking hypocrites, man. All right, and to utter error against the Lord, and to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. The instruments of the child, the instruments also of the child are evil. All right, evil, the instruments. All right, the New World Order, the CHIP, all right, and all these things that they're bringing about. Okay, pursuant to the New World Order. All right, it's evil. He devised wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speak it right. But the liberal devised liberal things, and by liberal things he shall stand. This is what it is here. And that liberal, all right, that will stand is the prophets. Is Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, the 144,000, all right, along with King David and whatnot, so forth. Right, will stand with liberal things, ruling in righteousness. All right, but this is the thing here. The people is waking up to your wickedness. All right, your lies. All right, your lies. All the lies that you spread on Gaddafi. All your lies that you spread on Gaddafi, when the truth of Gaddafi is being it's rising above your lies. All right, because you made the world to believe Gaddafi was this wicked dictator, that all these lies that you spread. All right, but the truth and the fact of the matter is, Gaddafi was a man for his people. All right, he was ensuring that the people benefit from the resources and whatnot, so forth, this, that, the other, all right, and was even trying to put the power back in the people's hand, all right, by having an economy backed by gold and all these things. And what? You didn't wanted that. Because why? You're fucking greedy. Because you know if that come about, all right, If that come about, it will be taken away from your power hold. All right. So what? You demonize, and that is your modus operandi, as they say. You know, you demonize, and what have you, so forth. You spread your lies and whatnot, so forth, and demonize and whatnot, so forth. You understand? Use your media to control the narratives of who you're demonizing and what have you, in order for the world to be swayed to your demonization of whatever particular individual, so that you could be justified in going into that land and persecuting the people, deposing that leader or whatever, and persecuting the people in order for you to steal the natural resources. That is the fucking white man for you. That is the white man for you. Yeah, that is the white man for you. Nobody could tell me and convince me anyhow that the so-called white man is not the wicked that the Bible speaks of. This man described every wicked act that the Bible describes that the wicked would be doing. So yes, he is the wicked. He is the wicked that the Bible speaks of. Proverbs 11 and 7, it reads, when a wicked man dieth, when a wicked man dieth, his expectation shall perish, and the hope of unjust men perisheth. The hope of unjust men perisheth. That is why the scripture says in Proverbs, oh Lord, I'd seen it earlier on, shall surely come to want. I'm looking through my hard copy here. I feel I go have to search it. Alright, I go have to search it. Alright, let's see here now. 22:16. Yeah. 22:16. Let's take a look at that. Proverbs 22 and 16. Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 16. It reads, he that oppresseth the poor, he that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches shall, and he that giveth to the rich shall surely come to want. You understand? Because it's all about greed for these people. Remember, the scripture says what concerning these people. Let's go to Psalms. Psalm 73. Psalm 73. Let me show you how greedy these people are. Psalm 73 and 3, it reads, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their debt, all right? But their strength is firm, all right? They are not in trouble as other men, because why? They are the rulers, all right? They are the ones that is bringing the trouble, all right? Neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore, pride compasses them about as a chain. Violence, violence covered them as a garment. They wear that violence as a garment, like clothes. They put it on, man. They put it on. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than the heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. And as you can see in this, the first clip, where these Edomites in the university there, in the classroom there, these Edomites, You understand? They're justifying the war in Iraq. They justify the war in Afghanistan. They justify the deaths of over 500,000 people. Men, women, children. Same thing with Palestine and in Lebanon today. They're justifying the bombings of hospital. These fucking Edomites. They're justifying. Alright? Bombing of hospitals, bombing of schools and whatnot, so forth. Alright? All because what? All because of greed, all because of thievery. This is what it is with these people. I ain't lying. They set their mouth against the heavens, their tongue walketh through the earth, therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. And they say, how doth Yahweh know, and is there any knowledge in the Most High? Behold, these are the ungodly, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches, man. They increase in riches. And how do they increase how do they increase their riches? By their blessing, which is the sword. Which is the sword. This is how they increase their blessing. Their riches, Salakia. Which is their blessing. Alright? This is what it is. This is what it is. But going back to Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 15 and 25. Proverbs 15:25, it reads, the Lord will destroy the house of the proud. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai will destroy the house of the proud, but he will establish the border of the widow. The thoughts of the wicked are an abomination unto the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, but the words of the pure are pleasant words. He that is greedy of gain troubleth his own house, but he that hated gifts hated bribes. Hated bribes. Because this is the thing that they do. They go, they depose leaders, set up puppet leaders and give them bribes and whatnot, so forth, so that they could have free reign on the natural resources of the nations and whatnot, so forth. It wasn't no fucking WMDs in Iraq. They went for the fucking oil. That's what they went for. That's the reason why Saddam was burning all those oil fields. That's the reason why. They didn't went into Afghanistan no, they went in Afghanistan to have free reigns on the poppy fields, on the lithium mine, the gold and all. What do you know how rich Afghanistan is in natural resources? Untapped natural resources. That's what they went in Afghanistan for, especially the poppy fields. Because the CIA is the biggest drug dealership in the world. Alright? These people are the vilest of the earth, the scum of the earth. Alright, but yet still they want to come with their deception to make brothers like myself and you feel that they are the ones to emulate. Hell fuck no, man. But what the scripture says, and I will leave with this last scripture. Because I had to go on the plantation. I had to get ready to go on the plantation. Isaiah 14:5. I'll start from verse 5. Isaiah 14:5, it reads, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai had broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the ruler. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hinder it. This man went all over the world doing all sorts of wickedness. Alright? But when the Lord is about to bring judgment upon him, nobody is going to get in between that. Alright? Why? The whole earth is at rest and is quiet, and they break forth into singing. The whole world is going to rejoice when the so-called white man fall. The whole earth is going to be in joy and laughter and rest when this man fall. Yeah? Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon sing, since thou art laid down, no fellow is come up against us. All right, down to the forest and all is going to rejoice. The trees is going to rejoice. Yeah? Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. Yeah? It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become as weak as we? Yeah, how are the hammer of the earth, be destroyed? Something to that effect, roughly paraphrasing. All right? This is what it is here. Art thou become like unto us? Yeah? Come down to nothing? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of the vials, the worm is spread under thee, right? Because America is decaying from within, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? All right? And this Lucifer isn't speaking about Satan. This is speaking about the Illuminati, the upper echelons of these Edomites. All right? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north, which is America. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. This is the God complex of this man. The false God complex of this man. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man? Yeah, when the Most High bring you down to nothing, take away your rulership, yeah, the people is going to be like, is this the man that made the earth tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Yeah, that bomb everybody, invade everybody land, put them down, persecute them, this, that, the other, that made the world a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, yeah, by bombing them and whatnot, so forth, that open not the house of his prisoners. All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, everyone in his own house. Yeah, all these nations is going to laugh at you. All these nations is going to mock you and be happy to see you be brought down. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Yeah? It will never be renowned. It will never receive honor, as it says here in the NLT. Verse 21. Prepare slaughter. What the Lord said? Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. This man is going to be brought down in its entirety. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai of hosts, and cut off from them Babylon, yeah, which is America, the name and remnant, and son and nephew, saith the Lord. Why? Because the seed of our nations comes through the men. All right, so these Edomites is going to be entirely cut off. No more Edomites is going to be upon the face of the earth when the Lord is done with them, pursuant to Obadiah chapter 1 verse 18. I will also make it a possession for the bittern, which is a wild bird, and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, say the Lord of hosts, which is what? Thermal nuclear fire. 200 million thermal nuclear warheads is going to wipe America, United States of America, clean off the face of the earth, clean off the map. This is the judgment of the so-called white man. These people ain't superior a bit. These people are the basis of men. Kal halayam, la alaha yanawa Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rakah Kodash, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessing, salutation unto the brothers who preaching and teaching this truth. Shalom unto the speckled bird Israelites, and shalom unto the very few but faithful Akwat. Your brother Kahan from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp signing out, saying shalom, 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 shalom.